Hello and welcome to today's daily news report, as well as ongoing stimulus package information video. If you're a subscribed member of my community, welcome back. On this channel, I keep you in the loop on what's really going on in Washington, D.C., the U.S. economy, Biden's Build Back Better stimulus package, money investing, and much, much more. My usual cash giveaway has been paused until after the holidays. I've already lined up some incredible post-holiday sponsors in order to do a big giveaway in order to kick off 2022. So if you like being kept in the loop on what's going on and having a daily opportunity to win some free money, then make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Now, at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you about two crazy stories. You're definitely going to want to hear them, so stick with me until the end. Okay, now, it was announced today by the White House that President Biden is using his presidential authority to push back the student loan repayment date to May 1st of 2022. I know many of you in my YouTube community have been stressed about student loan repayments restarting in January. So this gives you an extra 60 days while they try to figure out if there's going to be student loan forgiveness or an additional extension, and also while they deal with the continued COVID situation. Now, the president did not take an opportunity during this update to tell us any more about his promise to forgive $10,000 of student loan debt, but I will continue to watch the news for that and investigate that so I can keep you in the loop on what's going on. President Biden had this to say. Now, while our job recovery is one of the strongest ever, we know that millions of student loan borrowers are still coping with the impacts of the pandemic, and some need some more time before resuming payments. Senator Schumer and Warren both said in 2022 they will apply additional pressure on President Biden to keep his campaign promise and forgive student loan debt. Senator Schumer said it would be the single biggest stimulus he could create with the stroke of a pen and would bless millions of debt-saddled Americans' lives. In other good news, lawmakers in Washington, D.C. say they won't likely be able to undo former President Donald Trump's tax cuts. Now, whether you like Donald Trump or not, new studies show that his tax cuts helped middle-class families keep on average $6,000 more per year of their own money. So I see this as a win for the American taxpayer. Democrats say they will continue to try to target the tax Trump put on the wealthy. By removing or increasing the SALT tax caps, the wealthy could receive a $600 billion tax break. That means $600 billion of less money being collected by the government to help with social safety net programs. So they're going to try to remove that or increase that cap that Trump put in place on the wealthy. Now, here is something in the news that I didn't expect. As Senator Manchin has opposed Biden's Build Back Better agenda, his campaign fundraising efforts are going through the roof. Manchin will likely take this as support for his stance against Biden's Build Back Better bill. Much of the money that he has raised has come from large banks and health insurance companies. So that tells me that banks and insurance companies have interest in Biden's Build Back Better bill not passing. Now, whether you like Senator Joe Manchin or not, I did want to let you know that he has lots of dollars flowing to him in his efforts to block President Biden. In an interview yesterday, Senator Joe Manchin said, passing the Build Back Better bill is really good for the government and not good for the people. He said inflation is hurting so many American families. The European Central Bank announced last night that they will no longer say inflation is temporary as prices continue to increase all across Europe. Europe's energy and heating prices are out of control compared to the United States, but our heating and energy prices are the highest they've been in a long time. The Secret Service announced that over $100 billion of Biden's $1.9 trillion stimulus bill went towards fraudulent use. They have over 900 active cases of fraud that they are currently pursuing. Now, this makes me sick to my stomach and super sad to read because, just to give some context, $100 billion would have given 25 million Americans 4 $1,000 stimulus checks. Now, this money could have been used to help the most vulnerable in our country. Instead, it fell into the hands of dishonest people and dishonest businesses. The Labor Department also announced it believes $87 billion went to people milking the unemployment system. Now, the Department of Labor did not say whether they will pursue these people or just let it go. All they said was it looks as if the federal government was severely taken advantage of. New polls show that Americans' top worries are inflation and rising crime. 84% of Americans say they are most worried about inflation and rising prices in 2022. 77% of Americans say they are worried most about rising crime. One day after scaring Americans with Biden's COVID death speech, Biden is now saying that he is against locking down the economy again and closing school systems. Reports are showing that the Omicron variant is much more mild than originally thought, even though it passes from person to person more easily. The White House said it is also toying with the idea of buying and mailing out 500 million at-home COVID tests. However, the downside to this is you have to wait for it to come in the mail, which could be several days, which if you actually have COVID, you need to get on top of it with some kind of a protocol within the first 4 or 5 days. So the thought was to alleviate the testing centers, but it could actually worsen the situation if you actually have COVID. Now, the White House also said that they could create teams of military medical staff to travel the country as different hotspots pop up. Right now, for example, Washington, D.C. and the state of Michigan are considered hotspots. And so they could deploy a team to deal with that while other areas of the country are doing just fine. By the way, thank you guys so much for giving this video a like. I really appreciate it, and I just love bringing you guys the news. Okay, now for the 2 crazy stories. Do you want to stay young and healthy? Well, according to a former Versace model, Troy Case, the secret to being 55 and looking really young and healthy is to drink your own urine every day. Okay, sorry. He credits his flat stomach and muscly body to his practice of doing enemas with his own 2-week-old urine. He ferments the urine for 2 weeks and then uses it to clean out his own colon. He said it's the only fountain of youth that actually exists. Now, the former male model said, "You can say I'm crazy, but you can't deny how ripped and healthy I look at age 55. Okay, now I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on this unorthodox method of staying young and being healthy? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Okay. I mean, it's certainly the cheapest diet I've ever heard of, next to eating nothing. But I don't know that I'll be trying it myself as I attempt to lose weight in the new year. But maybe you are, and that's why I'm bringing you this important information. Okay, on to the next story. You've probably heard of the hit show 90 Day Fiancé. Well, Stephanie Matto, who starred on the show, says she won't be seeking a career in Hollywood. She said she makes $50,000 a week selling her farts to random fans on the internet. Now, I know some of you are still looking for last-minute Christmas gifts, but the $1,000 per jar of farts might be out of your budget. This is terrible. This is in the news, you guys. I'm not making this stuff up. Now, the star guarantees the fart smell will last up to 2 days as long as the recipient opens and closes the jar very quickly. She said being in the natural gas business has been very lucrative, and although it's a gassy side hustle, the money is too good to quit now. This is my last broadcast. I'm actually going into the jars full of farts business, so I apologize. I'm kidding. Okay, now I want to hear from you. What do you think of this news story? Is this the craziest stuff you've ever heard of, or is it just me? I mean, my mother taught me to leave the room or go to the bathroom when in fact she should have been teaching me how to bottle this stuff. I mean, gosh, come on, Mom. All right, now let me know your thoughts in the comments. I can't make this stuff up. It was trending in the news, and we all could use a little bit of light humor. So I wanted to bring these stories to your attention, just in case you have some fart-worthy farts that should be placed in jars. This is as crazy as the fart tax California wants to put on cows. Anyway, I digress. Now, this is my update for today. As I know more, I will definitely come on and share more. But I wanted to share that information about the tax situation going into 2022. You're likely going to be able to hold on to more of your own money. Also, the student loans being pushed back. I didn't see a lot about the child tax credit monthly checks. My guess is that that will be something that they address after the holidays. Now, remember, giveaways will start up again after the holidays. So if you enjoy receiving the news and having a free opportunity to win some extra money, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Now, before you go, I just want to remind you that you are amazing. I forgot to say that yesterday, and I felt bad for several hours after. Hey, I appreciate you being in my community, and I'll see you on the next video.